Oh, I guess I have to actually open it up. Hey everybody, good morning. It's nice to see you all here today. Aw, you can see the cardboard behind me. Just a second. It's so sad. I just want to have pretty things.
Nate, we need to talk about your finances.
My finances are fine. With Dash Pass, I saved $6 on my grocery order.
I don't want to
so I
stick.
found myself.
I don't want to do it.
You need to
Stick a
stop.
baby Yoda.
I'm saving.
Stick a baby Yoda on it and call it a day. Good boy. Aw, now you can see my leaves. That makes me a little happier. It's kind of more what I wanted. Hey everybody, good morning. Wee little street cave berserker. Hey everybody. The cardboard has a right to be there. No, it's ugly compared to the leafy leaves. What's that sound in the background? What is that? Stop it. I don't know what these sounds are. I'm so cursed. I'm gonna see if muting it helps any. Oh, how does this happen? We did figure out horse. Hey, Shelby. Oh my gosh. You guys want to see something funny that happened yesterday? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So this is not going to be about Star Wars The Old Republic, but it's going to be okay, I promise. So World of Warcraft, much like Star Wars The Old Republic, has rare drops. However, as far as I can tell, they have a lot more rare drops, especially in stuff that's not necessarily nightmare mode content. I want to show you what I got. For those of you who maybe play World of Warcraft or who maybe just want a story. So me, Shelby, and Zach have been playing World of Warcraft on the side for funsies. And we were running around doing a secret. I really like doing secrets in game. In Star Wars The Old Republic, I really like it there too. But I've done most of them already. I've like run out of secrets to do because I've been playing for 10 years. So I've been enjoying running around doing stuff with them. And I asked, Zach got a crafting schematic he wanted to make. And I was like, I want to help you get the crafting materials from it. And he's like, oh, we have to start you off on a secret first and then you can help after that. And so a friend of his went and helped us get started, and we were just running around doing the little secret and for funsies on the side. Oh yeah, oh baby Toyota. And we were running one of the flashpoints, one of the dungeons, and this happened to drop. And the funny part was we were in the middle of doing a secret. And the secret, you have a little timer. It's like 80 seconds. It's very short. And you have to run around and do a couple things. It's not hard, but you do have to fight a couple things along the way. And so I fought this guy. I was all by myself because we were sent off in different directions, if I remember right. And it dropped. And I'm just like, where do I go next? And Zach starts freaking out. He goes, we don't have time for that right now. Oh my God, just keep going. And Shelby's like, what happened? And then a few seconds later, she goes, oh my gosh, is that what? And he's like, yes, we don't have time for that right now. There's only 50 seconds left. Yes, WoW is my SWTOR friend with benefits, absolutely. And so we go and finish the thingy, and I'm like, what's next? And they're like, no, okay, we finished it. Oh my God, you got the Death Charger's raids. There's people have tried like hundreds of times to get that. And I'm like, do you want it? Do you guys want it? I don't really care. And they're like, no, you earned it. It's yours. And I'm like, but I don't care. I can earn literally every mount in the game is new and exciting to me. Like I could be getting the least rare mount and I'm still like, oh, look at that. That's neat. And so this is a rare old mount. It used to be even rarer. Now it's about a 1 in 100 chance. So you could run this dungeon 100 times and you may never even see it drop, much less be the person to get it. So it's called Death Charger's Reigns. I apologize. I forget exactly what the name is. And so I went and showed it off. For those of you who are familiar with World of Warcraft, what's fun about World of Warcraft is in your achievement section, you can actually go and see your stats of how many times you fought things, so people can see exactly how many times have I fought that boss to try and get them out. Yes, Rivendare something or other. That's what it's called. So you can see, here's my achievements. Zach was laughing so hard because it was the first time I've like basically been in the dungeon, the first time I've ever killed that boss, and he's like, oh, look at your statistics. So this is what my statistics look like. They literally just killed him once and everything else is blank. Very funny, very, very, very funny. So now I have a cool horse and a very funny story in Star Wars: The Old Republic. So I was thinking about that how in Star Wars: The Old Republic, we kind of have something similar in rare drops flashpoints, but they only really started adding these later in the game. And I actually recently made you made many people very upset with the statistics, right? Isn't it funny though? So freaking funny. I was saying maybe it's on purpose. Maybe World of Warcraft does that so that you get a taste of the rare stuff and then everybody else feels like they have a chance. First taste free, you know. So I have put together a guide in Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I actually kind of forgot about it. I made a guide about rare stuff you can get in flashpoints in Star Wars: The Old Republic, which are the equivalent of dungeons, and they're not quite as hard to get into as collecting stuff from, say, an operation. That's right. I never want to run it again. To be fair, we are only in there for the secret thing we were doing, and we're done that now. That's so funny. So here's actually a list of some of the rare stuff you can get, but they're not nearly as rare as the ones we were showing off. There is one really rare one that I'm thinking about here, and there's like a sleen or something that's pretty hard to get. I don't remember what it's called. Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, you can see in the picture that's not even me. I've heard a lot about you over the some good, some strange, but you're a legend in the community. Thanks for being awesome. Now I'm scared what the strange parts are. I'm not sure I want to know, but hey there, nice to see you here today. Don't tell me about the strange stuff. I probably don't want to know. So the aquatic sleen is a very rare drop from Legacy of the Rakata Flashpoint, and you can see this picture was actually submitted by another player because I didn't even have it myself. There's another. These two walkers are fairly uncommon to see. I'm trying to think if there's any other really rare ones. The Cat Hound I don't see very often, but it's nowhere near 1 in 100. Oh, here's a rare one. I couldn't even get a screenshot of it at the time when I was making this guide, and that wasn't too long ago. A very rare walker drop mount from the bonus boss in the master mode version of Battle of Rishi Flashpoint, not from the other bosses. Yeah, so there is apparently at least one super rare mount, but it's not nearly as exciting, I think. There's other walkers. Oh, the myth says Spectre. The strange myth is that you're everywhere and somehow nowhere at the same time. It's true. All of it. The legends are true. And I guess there is some rare decoration drops. We don't see the little rug drop from Copero very often, or the Corellian AA turret drop very often, if at all, you know? And hey there. Hi, Batty? Is it Batty or Betty? It's Betty. Hey, Betty. Nice to see you here. So we did have a nice question earlier today on YouTube before I got started on the stream. Hopefully you're still here, Kizit. And we also had a nice comment from Howling Apache. Apache said, just started watching your videos. Now new back to the game. Great content. Thanks. Hey, big welcome back to the game there. Nice to have you here with us today. Hi. Yeah, I've been trying to get back into the groove of making videos again instead of just being all solo in my house and only working on the website, because that's my favorite thing. That's what I will default to every time. Yesterday I spent a couple hours working on coding, spreadsheets, image manipulation for the website, you know. So let's see. The comment from Kizit was, is there something I can do to make the game a little harder? I overleveled and Alderaan is really easy doing the story for now. That is a great question, Kizit. And like I said, hopefully you're still here. Otherwise, it's still a fun question. So the game is very easy at a low level and while you are leveling and doing the story. This is by design. This is to make it accessible to all players, even people who have maybe never played an MMORPG before, which can be a little different and a little more difficult because there's no save button. It can be some people's first video game even, and a lot of people check out this game because it is Star Wars, not because it is a video game and they're a video gamer. They check it out because they're like, I heard there was some cool Star Wars stories in here, so I decided to try it out. One of my friends, this was actually her first video game ever because she liked Star Wars. And she's an adult. She just never played one before. And so they wanted to make sure that everybody from very beginner all the way to super experienced player could have access to playing the main story. So like creating a character and seeing the main stories. That's why it is so easy. It actually used to be a bit harder, but they realized a really common problem that players would often have is that they would encounter an obstacle. I'm like trying to wipe off my glasses, sorry. I can't see, they're all smudgy. They would encounter an obstacle, like they would accidentally be under leveled and not really realize that it's important to go level up elsewhere, or they would not have remembered to equip newer gear and they were getting beat up by things their level, or that poor child, no, she's having a lot of joy now. She's a normal, well-adjusted person, unlike us video gamers, and she gets all the joy of discovering stuff for the first time. Like, having never... She's trying it... I think they were playing Pillars of Eternity, like, for the first time. That's a really old game, and she'd never, like, even heard of it beforehand. She got to play Baldur's Gate, and she's playing World of Warcraft now, and it's very cool. It's very cool. It's very neat. It's very refreshing to play with her, too. I haven't played World of Warcraft that I was talking about earlier before, but she's the veteran in it. She knows how to teach me. Well adjusted. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the difficulty level. So they'll be too low level and not realize what's happening. They'll not have gear on and not realize what's happening, or they would just used to come across a boss that would have some type of mechanic and they wouldn't know how to defeat it. And the game doesn't really give you a clear indicator about why you're getting your butt kicked. It's not really a common thing in video games. There's not going to be a flashing neon sign being go level up, you dumb butt. Hey, idiot, your gear isn't equipped. You have gear from level 7 and you're level 43 and it ain't doing it. And hey, you need to use your interrupt. Don't you know what that is yet? The game doesn't do that, and most games generally don't. However, they did still really want people to play the story because it's no fun if you get to that point and you just quit. Like, what's the point? Like, you spent like 40 hours playing the story and then you're just stuck. And a lot of people also don't really know how to ask for help, which I think has a bit to do with the fact that people are playing this because it's a Star Wars game, not necessarily because it's an online game with other people. So what they did to adjust this is they made the main story much, much easier. They removed some of the difficulty from the bosses. You do still need to be wearing vaguely gear around your level or it can have a problem. Yeah, Reddit helps with questions, exactly. But a lot of people don't know to even ask or even know that resource exists or are anxious about asking. And let's see. And some of the bosses, they remove mechanics. They've generally made everything easier. They made leveling a lot faster so you wouldn't lag behind just from doing your main quests and stuff like that. And stuff like that. So that's why the game is so easy. Just to start with, just some background. Now, with that said, there are ways to artificially make it harder. One of the most common challenges, and I think Volt just actually did a guide about this. Hang on, let me go pull it up if he did. The most common one that people do is get rid of your companion. Don't have a companion out with you. It's kind of annoying because how would I find it? I just saw something about it. How would I find the newest guide? Do's and don'ts. How to make more immersive. Maybe it was on Blue Sky that I saw. And so getting rid of your companion, but it's an artificial difficulty, and there's no extra reward for doing it in that way. I would say very important, and that's one of the reasons I've never actually tried the challenge before, because like you don't get anything different from it. It's not really designed for that. Well, and I'll point you to this guide. I haven't read it yet, but I remember seeing it. It might be something fun to look at. Relics of the Gree. Dynamic menus. I swear to God I saw it. I don't know how to find it. I'm so sorry. I swear. If anyone knows how to find it. Not the best solo guides. It's like best solo builds. Not the solo builds guides. It's like how to make SWTOR harder. SWTOR. How to make it harder. But I didn't actually read the suggestions or anything like that. But yeah, unfortunately it's not difficult. My main and more realistic suggestion is honestly get to get to a higher level and check out the more difficult content. That's what I really recommend. So the more difficult content includes veteran and master mode chapters of Knights of the Fallen Empire and Knights of the Eternal Throne. If you like solo stuff, oh my god, those are hard. Even if you bring a friend, they can be very difficult. Second, the Eternal Championship and its achievements are really fun and difficult, especially because they want you to do it on different classes, so it really makes you do some learning. And hey there, guys. The master mode flashpoints can give you a run for your money. Master mode uprisings can actually have a bit of difficulty with them, especially if your team is learning. And yeah, Iron Man challenge, right? People like to sometimes do like a no death kind of hard mode run. That doesn't necessarily make it harder, it just makes it more chaotic. And of course, operations, which are kind of the eternal well-known piece of content at endgame at level 80, raiding with Swtorista, right? Yeah, absolutely. If you don't equip your shield, that's going to make things harder. Don't do that. That's what I do when I'm not paying attention. So operations in veteran mode, and the most difficult content in the game is master mode operations, but those are not solo things. So hopefully that points you in the right direction. Let me know, Kizit, if that helps a little bit. And I'm so sorry that there's no hard mode for leveling up, and that is something I actually wish was available, but it seems like a very difficult thing to add to the game. Oh my gosh, let's go back to the news. And hey, Kala, for the first time here. Kala said something funny. Both guides get a lot of things wrong. Oh my god, you would not believe the amount of mistakes in my guides. Well, I would say there's not a terrible amount of mistakes.
Blind, deaf, comatose, lobotomy patient could feel my anger.
But the amount of stuff that's not up to date, or the amount of stuff where I got confused and wrote something just like completely random, is very high. I do a lot of research, but like any other human, I get stuff not entirely correct sometimes. Oh my gosh. Don't audit my site. And that's why I never worried. I remember I used to like be like, Delphi's operations guide suck. Don't listen to Delphi guide operations. Now as a content creator, I'm like, no, they're pretty okay. They're fine. They were never really that bad. Maybe we had different ways or smarter ways of going around certain things, but I'm just like, to all the content creators out there, thank you for making stuff. Because every time I play another game, I use guides by other people. Interesting. Oliver says, I had a conquest objective to complete a chapter and thought I'd try veteran mode on the first chapter, so I was level 80 and had gear, but I died of the first boss. Absolutely. Yeah, those veteran chapters will kick your booty. Kick your butt. Oh, Raleigh over on YouTube says, I forgot how to play. Welcome back to the game, Raleigh. I assume you've been away for a break. I'm just catching up with the questions and stuff like that. And yes, hello. Oh, so I see Elusive also said something. What do you think about doing a challenge run? I have been considering not using a blaster or lightsaber and using unarmed legacy attacks. Oh my gosh. All I'd ask is make sure to keybind those, because they are a pain in the butt to click them from the from the abilities window, that's for sure. And let me see if I can catch up with some of the questions or comments in Twitch. If you have posted something earlier and I missed it along the way, feel free to replace it. Valen says, I'm only mentioning this because you've played WoW a little. Raid to World's First for the new season is starting. It's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, so my friends have been posting about that. SWTOR doesn't really have... Even when XR53 came out, there wasn't really that much competition for World First. I don't even think anyone did a leaderboard or anything like that. They might when Nightmare Mode XR53 comes out. That one's apparently coming out maybe with 7.7. All right, let's go over the news. Hello everybody. I like just hanging out and chatting with you guys. I hope you don't mind. I promise I'll jump into actually playing at some point. So I had said on a couple days ago that there's something I wanted to do on Thursday, and I can't figure out what that was. I've been having fun replaying the chapters, and on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I have like stuff pre-scheduled, but then it leaves like Thursday and Friday I can do whatever I want, but I can't like remember what it was I wanted to do. The Gree bosses? We did that on, I think that's what I wanted to do, was the Gree boss, but then we ended up doing it Wednesday. Risings. No, I want to save those. I only want to run one more to finish writing my guides, and I don't want to burn myself out on them, so I'm avoiding them specifically. But what's going on right now? The Gree event could be PvP. I was wondering if that was maybe it. I think it was indeed the Gree event. Hey, if you're around Starforge, I'd love to play with you. Still pretty new, but I couldn't miss the chance to play with a SWTOR veteran. Hey, Spectre of War. I've got some great news. We actually do stuff together every Monday. If you happen to be a level 80 Starforge Republic side, subscribe to the game. We do community operations literally every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific. So like right about now, 25 minutes before now. And then second, Tuesdays when Galactic Seasons is active, so right now it's not. Next one will probably start sometime this month though. When Galactic Seasons is active, we also do stuff together on Tuesdays that's a little more accessible and sometimes is even on both factions. But yeah. Let's see. We have Kevlar says, I miss my Nightmare Mode, EV and KP. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember the mechanics of that anymore. Like I've completed it, I did the achievement. Oh yeah, did you actually have to move the droid around back then and put him in the ice and the fire and the whatever the third one was? I don't even remember. Free Gree for you, Jim. So this is the Gree event. It's currently going on right now. It's actually pretty fun. I think it's level 50 plus. Yeah. And it runs until Monday is going to be our last day to do it until it rolls around again. The Pirate Incursion event will be coming up on March 18th. Can you show your characters on other servers? Oh. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's take a look around. I haven't done that in a long time. Trick, I like your question. Let me just finish the news here. PvP Season 7. PvP Season 7 is currently running. And it will be running until March 31st. We did a bit of that on Tuesday. The sale of the day is the Dark Harbinger armor set. The sale of the day yesterday wasn't correct, which was really weird. Like the date was correct and stuff, but it happened to be the Masters Datacron was on sale. I hope some of you saw it who wanted to pick it up because it was a pretty surprisingly good deal. Still expensive, but a good deal for what it normally is. Our friend was like, in my tracking sheet that I have, it's been as low as 1,280. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. Spectre says, I'm free most times, working on First Jedi, only 30ish at the moment, but we're working towards that goal. Yeah, so by the time the next Galactic Season start, you might even be level 80 and can join us for for both days. All right, let's hop in game. That's a great idea. I don't even know what I have on other servers, so let's go take a peek around, just like for fun. Okay, let's start on Satil Sean. That'd be my main second server, I guess you could say. Trick TV came in here for the first time and has such a nice question. I've been debating on checking out SWTOR. So many comments, pros and cons about it. Am I telling you about it through your biased love of the game? So Trick, I really like the game, but I don't feel like I need to be like, what's the word when you're trying to share your religion? Is it proselytizing? I don't feel like anybody should play the game if it's not something that's going to be like a good fun match for them. There's so many games out there. This is just my favorite, you know. Proselytizing, that's how I say it. Play my video game, become one of us. So oh my god, it's the grammar lesson time. So I really like this game. If you want a really evangelizing, maybe join my religion or you're going to hell. Join my Star Wars. I just recently updated the Is SWTOR Worth Trying video. I just put out like a week ago, written article I just finished. So if you want like a 20-minute in-depth overview of stuff, that's my opinion on it and like the kind of people who might like it and not like it. So the best part of this game is by far the story. By far the story. I have actually tried out quite a few games now, rather MMORPG games, and nothing has even come close. Like there's been a couple that kind of have better story, but SWTOR by far, oh my god, the basic class stories from level 1 and the connection to your character at level 1 is really high compared to other games. I was playing World of Warcraft for almost a year now maybe, and I'm only starting to get connected to my characters versus in SWTOR. I feel like when I create them from level 1, I already have a really high interest in them because of the way the cutscenes work and the customization and the cutscenes where you can make choices and seeing them up close and stuff like that. Oh my god, and you get to hear their voice right away and oh my god, Swtorista. Super. Yeah, stop looking at my usernames. These ones I'm not connected to. These ones are my other servers. So I hope that kind of answers why I really like it. And I also really like all the different parts of the game. I like operations, which are like raids in other games. I like the flashpoints. I like collecting stuff. I like secrets. I like exploring. But those are things I think are kind of available in multiple games. They're not necessarily unique in any way. But yeah, if you have any more specific questions, Trick, feel free to ask, especially if there are any more fact-based ones that PvP. Yeah, so I don't know what GVG is. Is that guild versus guild? Question mark. But PvP does exist in this game. I personally really like it. Do keep in mind there is no ranked or rated mode, but they actually did a bunch of work a little while back to make casual PvP even more fun. And we actually PvP'd. If you go back in twitch.tv/SWTORista/videos, like you can click it somewhere on the screen. If you go back to not yesterday but the day before, I was actually PvPing. You can kind of see me goofing off there and having fun. And they call it PvP seasons is the thing that I really enjoy about it, and I'll link that for you in chat. Guild versus guild. I was gonna say there's actually no guild versus guild, but that's not entirely true, is it? There's technically conquest is a whole thing. There's not a way to like fight guild versus guild. I don't think most games have that except for maybe New World, right? And conquest, however, let's see, do I have a link for that? Yes. So conquest is this thing. Well, let me see if I can show it to you. I'm unsure if I'll be able to show it to you because I'm actually on a different server than my main one right now, just poking around. Xena says, Swtorista, it's a lot of fun. I'm currently working on getting the Zoom companion on the character I got the token for it on. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying the Zoom chapter there. Isn't it so silly? And hey there, Razor. Razor says, hello there, community. Kevlar also says over on YouTube, if you see me in game, I'm on the character name Ready. Wave at me. What server are you over on? Okay, so where's Conquest? Conquest would be in here. It's a bit hard to explain if you've not played the game before. Okay, so Conquest is a weekly thing, and there is a leaderboard. And basically, it's a whole giant list of different objectives. If you happen to have played World of Warcraft, it's similar to the adventure log. Just a bunch of different stuff, and each of them earn you points. And each week, a guild can win the planet by doing the most amount of points. So looking for group is apparently the winner of Hoth right now, and you get a unique reward and stuff.
The baby.
There's no guild PvP challenges that I know. Oh, I guess. I mean, they're so... they don't really get used. They're more for practice. That's true. No baby for you, Bladed. Keep that baby under your hat. We had a nice comment over from Ronald. Ronald says, I was a master tank 7 years ago. I returned only to find my level 70 top of the line modded gear useless. Yeah! It's a really, that was something a lot of people really had to come to terms with when Star Wars The Old Republic first came out. That you put in all this work and it's a cycle. Like old World of Warcraft players were already used to it, but and other MMO players are already used to it, but it's a cycle. Your gear cycles in and out. The good thing about it is that you didn't have to earn your level 75 gear. And earning your level 80 gear is going to be easier than when it first came out because of that cycle, making it easier over time. And eventually when we get to level 85, we'll all be on the same foot again. We'll all be starting fresh at basically 0. Yeah, it's just kind of gear treadmill. Yeah, just kind of an MMO thing, right? Yeah. Riot had a question. What level do you usually get your first ship? Pretty soon. If you're level 15, it's not necessarily a level. It's after you finish your second planet. So if you're still on your very first planet, you're a Sith warrior. If you're still on Korriban, you've still got a ways to go. If you've made it to Dromenkos, just keep making your way through the purple quests on Dromenkos, and you'll eventually get your ship. And then you'll have your ship. And then you'll have it forever and have fun. Xena says, I haven't started Zoom yet, doing the Kotet story to get up to it. Oh, awesome. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. He with the most points wins. That's right. Hopefully that answers your questions a little bit. Trick. Those are the kind of questions I can definitely answer for you without any bias, just because I covered them, you know? Here's where they are. Here's the guide. Is the Mac version playable? Hey, Pepper, as far as I know, all of our friends who are playing on Mac have said it's totally fine. There's been 1 or 2 people who run into issues, but it seems to be more on the uncommon side for sure. All right, so let's take a look at my characters on the Satil Sean server. So I don't really play on other servers Big Mac version. Intezar over in the other Twitch chat is saying that yes, the Mac version is very playable. I think that's what he's playing on right now. Basically, what it does is it makes a Mac launcher, but the game itself is I forget the word for it. Emulated on a Windows, basically. Tasty Dr. Pepper. Oh, Ronald says I watched your guide on level 80 gear. Nice. Very cool. Okay, so let's take a look. SWTOR, I don't really play on here. This character, this very first character, was actually created for a special event, and I'm wondering if I can find the graphic for it. Swtorista special event Dread Fortress? It was really cool and fun. Oh yeah, here we go. It was a special live stream event, and multiple content creators were joining up together. Oh my gosh, Intezar was there. I don't even remember it. There was Ariria, Lady Ran, Elsa, sometimes known as Lortania, me, Intezar, Zamzam, Britt, Marcus, and Kogus, and multiple people were streaming, and I think we were doing something stupid like Nightmare Mode Dread Fortress. Like it was a big team up type of thing on SWTOR. So I had to create a character, and I used a token and leveled her up. That's my Imperial character, and then why do I have? So that's Swtorista, and once I have the name Swtorista on that server, then I can't use it again. So I need to make these other stupid characters. What are these? Why do I have all these? I honestly don't know. I don't remember. Woof. Super Swtorista, I apparently needed a second assassin. Swtorista Vanguard, I think, was the Republic version. I always need a Republic and an Imperial character on each server so I can send prizes, send gifts and stuff like that, send mails. Why do I have Swtorista Potato? You know what? I don't freaking know. I don't remember. I didn't write it down. I know it had something to do with Galactic Seasons. Like, I was literally buying my way up the Galactic Seasons track because I had a ton of cartel coins and I wanted to be able to show off the new Copero stronghold at the time. Oh my goodness. Potato! Stop saying potato. There's a bot and I forgot about it that replies back potato in Twitch. Oh no, stop it. Oh my gosh. What else? I have mail, I'm sure I do. What is Swtorista Nautilin? I don't know. Why do I have a level 71 sniper on this server? I have no idea. All of these are token characters. None of them did I level up from level 1. So there you go. That's my character on SWTOR and how attached to them I am. I don't remember why I made them. Potato. I think you guys are starting to hit the limit of it not wanting to reply. It's like I'll only reply once every 30 seconds. I don't know. On the Darth Malgus server, oh, this is such a fun character. This character is named Hello Asteroid. She's not dressed up very well right now. She was actually used for multiple things. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. That's right. You guys know what to do with them. Oh, cool. So Bladen says the very first time I was able to group up with you was on SWTOR for a DVL boss on Alderaan. Oh, I don't even remember doing that. That must have been very, very, very early on. So this character is named Hello Asteroid. I'm going to get her back in her adorable little outfit that she has because it's super cute. And hide helmet. And she's got super cute little hair. Look at this. Okay. If her name is Hello Asteroid and she's wearing a pilot suit, guess what I was originally doing with her? You guess in chat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One of those strange rumors I hear is that you get on alts and troll yourself in fleet. No, sometimes I get messages from you guys, the community at large, saying, someone's in chat being nasty about you. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't care. I got other things to do. I promise you I'm too busy to go into general chat and write things about myself. That's weird. Okay, so yes, you guys win. She's a potato. I'm so proud of you. You guessed it right. No, you are correct. She was created for Galactic Starfighter. And what's really fun is that some really high-skilled Galactic Starfighter players had actually invited me to come play with them, and they would team up with me, queue up at the same time as me, and kind of just go around with me. It was really fun. Oh my gosh. And we were in voice chat together. It was really fun. I apologize, I don't remember who it was. It was a long time ago at this point. And it was really fun listening to them talk to each other, because they actually really knew what they were doing and setting up tactics and like playing off each other and sniping people and stuff like that. It was like really neat to listen to someone playing at a high skill level who was also being very friendly. So that was super cool. I can't say hey Dr. Gamology. Hi. Hi, nice to see you guys. So that was really fun. What's interesting is when I logged into this character, she wasn't wearing her GSF outfit. And that was because she was wearing some of the armor sets that I had gotten from either Rurikar or Alf. Those two were doing a ton of crafting for me on the Darth Malgus server, because they had a whole bunch of old retired crafting schematics that I wanted to catalog for the website, so we can actually go into here, the archived armor mech schematics, and these were the ones I was taking pictures of. And the reason it was over on the Darth Malgus server was because that's where their characters both happened to be, and I was like, I need to take screenshots. I don't necessarily need them on my character, do I? And that's the same thing for Swtorista Kotank. She's actually not wearing her correct outfit either. She went and picked up the Imperial side of those armor mech items. Oh, Ronald says I can't even remember what my server was. Taz says, I just started playing 2 days ago. I am loving the game. Oh my gosh, Taz, big welcome to the game. Just got back in game. Kevlar says, I often find mysterious stuff in game in my account bank that make me do the John Travolta meme. What was that for? Would I do that? Oh my gosh, we were having some of those moments the other day. Where did this come from? I do not have that happen too often, but only because I have... I have a spreadsheet and I wrote vaguely what each character was collecting or hoarding in their bank, because I didn't want to. I hated forgetting constantly what I was doing. So this character is called Swtorista Kotank, and she was also created for a similar reason of that other character, and Satil Shan. She was created specifically to play with other people. I think it's that orange outfit is her quote-unquote outfit. Orange. And she was created specifically, she's named Swtorista Kotank. I think you can take a shot in the dark to guess what she is. So she's a Republic. Oh, no, she's Imperial side. She's a power tech. Are we getting the story updates KOTOR style, or just the side quests are going to be that way? What's the deal with them? Hey, Andre, so we don't know right now. Right now, the idea was that they were going to have them just be side quests. Spreadsheet, that's metal. Oh my gosh. I gotta have a spreadsheet. What can I say? But right now there's a voice actors strike for video games, so we don't really know about anything about the future of story of the game. It's really up in the air. We don't know how long the strike's gonna last. It's almost been 8 months as it is. So it's a big question. Big question. We don't really know what's going on there all over. Satil Shan is the most fun PvP server, says Jedi Master Erudition, because of their open world PvP events. Ah, fun. Do you go to those often, or are they just kind of whenever they happen? Okay, what else do we got? I've got my character named Swtorista. She's actually wearing a really cool set of archived synth weaving armor, and Swtorista with a apostrophe in there somewhere, because I needed a Republic version to send out gifts way back in the day. So let's see what else we got. So Satil Shan, then Darth Malgus, then Leviat, and then Tulak Horde would be the German one. So I actually do have some characters here, but I don't know if I even played them. It was more like to send out prizes and stuff like that. So I've got Swtorista, the level 70 Juggernaut Pureblood, and Swtorista with some random apostrophe and a really bad goggles tan. That's a level 1 Vanguard for sending out prizes. Leviathan. So this is what I'm saying. I don't really get attached to these characters on my other servers because I'm not actually playing. I'm not actually playing them. Bronald says, employ AI for voice acting. So I don't know how familiar you are with the concept of a union, but basically if you go against the wishes of the union that you're working with, no one from that union will work with you ever again. Because the point of a union is to have fair working rights for everyone in the union, big or small. So if they decided to go with using AI voice acting, and I don't even know if that would be under the jurisdiction of just Broadsword or all of EA, which is probably the more complicated one, then we'd never get to have Jennifer Hale voice anything ever again, either in Broadsword or EA. She's Satil Shan. She's the female trooper. We wouldn't get Lana Benico's voice ever again. We wouldn't get Darth Malgus's voice ever again. You know, any of the ones that you know and recognize, you would never have them on the team ever again, and they may never work for any EA games overall, which would be huge spectrum of effects. So yeah, that's why we're hoping instead it gets resolved and they get paid like humans get paid for their artwork, you know? I'm thinking about being a paid subscription. Is it worth it? So since you started playing 2 days ago, I will hold your horses and not waste your money. Only because who knows if you're going to be playing 2 weeks from now. If you're still playing 2 weeks from now, then decide, you know? Unless you have money to throw away, then go for it. Never have Asterion again. That's right. We even have Asterion in this game. That's so cool. So Leviathan server, random level 70 character, and random level 1 gunslinger with a apostrophe in there somewhere. And those were, like I said, literally just to be able to send things in the mail. Like I would buy cartel coin items, let them sit on the characters, and then send them off to the winners on those servers when I used to have much more free cartel coins. Is there a tier list for this game? Yeah, let me point you in the best direction. Let me see if I can copy paste that over to YouTube. It doesn't work very good. Hang on. Take a look, and then you need the actual link. Sorry, it's a bit spam looking. It's the best I can do with YouTube. I heard all the talk about Lana, but I'm dedicated to no spoilers. I'm talking about loving Lana. I ain't saying nothing about her. Relax. It's gonna be okay. So what do we have over on the Shea Vizsla server? So the Shea Vizsla server is the newest server in the game, and it's an Asia Pacific server. It's technically an English server, I think, but I don't remember if it's ever properly specified. It's just Asia Pacific is the most important part of it. The Union would probably sue if the voices are used without permission, similar to voices, that is. That's true. They could, of course. Yeah, if they tried to replace Lana with AI Lana, I'm sure she could sue for using her likeness without her permission. Wouldn't even need to be the Union, I don't think, but the Union's got all the power behind it for sure. So I have this character on the Shea Vizsla server named Quebec. I just wanted to level her up while the server was hot and fresh, and I went and saved a bunch of names. I probably should delete some of these. So I made Potato. I made Saya. I made Swtorista just so no one else would take it. But you know what? If anyone's over on the Satil Shan server and wants the name Cypher, you guys should have it. And if you guys want the name Sun, you guys should have it. Not me. I don't even play on this server. And you know what? If you want Potato, you can have that too. Oh, I made a character named Nexus. That's cute. You can have that one too. I made a character named Ark. I think I must have just been going around stealing names at when the server launched. Sorry though, you can't have Quebec. Quebec's my character. Quebec's my character. Why aren't the devs paying the voice actors with the money they get from microtransactions? Rizar. So what's very interesting about this current actors strike, it is not necessarily about money directly. It is about the use of AI and consent related to AI. Do you have a Toronto? Someone made that. And it is currently a larger battle than just SWTOR. I believe EA must be involved in some way as well, but we don't actually know. You should check their inventory before deleting. A little late now, isn't it? Thanks for the warning. Yes, I should have. They were level 1, so I'm hoping it's okay. Hey, I now have Toronto. No, I don't need to restore them. It's fine. It's probably okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Free Quebec. No, Quebec is mine. I'm level 13. That's my main character on the Shea Bizla server. Oh, Australia says they're available on the backup servers for about 2 months. Interesting. I didn't realize they had like an actual backup server, but it makes sense. Hey there, Susan and Honey. Hi, nice to see you. Susan asks, I'm a returning player, and I want to unlock a new species to play, but I only have 120 cartel guns total. What is the easiest way to unlock more besides the security key? Oh, great question, Susan. So, sticking with the idea that maybe you are playing for free right now, you're just returning, you haven't resubscribed, the easiest way is obviously to buy them. Not that I necessarily recommend that. That's just the easiest way. And then if you're a subscriber, you also get 500 per month. Once again, that's paying for them. And lastly, you found the security key. Good job, because security key is by far the best. The only other real way to earn cartel coins. Sorry, I was Googling something. I think I have a spreadsheet.
Welcome to the Academy,
Hang on.
a series focused on the basics of Star Wars: The Old Republic. Cartel
Here's the
coins are
video.
currency in
And,
Star Wars.
oh, it's like a literal, it's a, this must have been before I had a website. That's so cute. And here's the list of different achievements that earn cartel coins. However, they are only little small amounts, like 20 at a time. You know, it's going to take you a while to get to 700, just to be very clear. And then lastly, the other best way to do it, and unfortunately it's not active right now. However, it's not active right now. However, Galactic Seasons, which should be active starting sometime this month, is a really crispy. Thank you. A really good way. Now, with all that said, I don't know how familiar you are with the other species types of unlocks, and I wanted to show you this just in case you aren't aware of it already. Susan, do you remember what species you wanted to unlock? Because some of them you can only get them with cartel coins. So the Togruta, the Nautilin, and the Cathar, you just straight up have to buy them. The others, however, depending on how much you played in the past and depending whether you're subscribed or not right now, there are some other ways to get them technically. So let's say you wanted to be able to play the Chiss. Is that how you say Cathar? That's how I say Cathar. I don't know if that's how you say it. I've heard Cathar too. I think I've heard both. I'm pretty sure the SWTOR developers literally said a while ago that it doesn't really matter how you pronounce things because regional dialects anyway, like Osis or Ossis. Technically Ossis is the canon way to say it based on some old audiobooks, but Osis just sounds so much better. So I don't think there is technically a correct way, a canon way. So, Susan, if you are trying to unlock one that isn't cartel coins only, so for example, you wanted to play a Chiss Jedi, which is not available by default. Yeah, isn't that fun? Do I have it? Okay, here's the list of how to unlock it right here. So by default, subscribers can play the Imperial Agent or Bounty Hunter Chiss for free. But you won't be able to make one if you're preferred or free to play right now. But if you are subscribed, you can always make an Imperial Agent or Bounty Hunter, and you have to, get them up to level 50? If you level them up to level 50, even after you unsubscribe in the future, then you can have Chiss on all of your classes for free, so you can make that Chiss Jedi. The second option is if you take a look, let me get logged into Super SWTORista here. The second option, and if you're subscribed, you can do this just because you might have enough credits. Otherwise, if you're free to play or preferred, you won't be able to do it because of the credit limit, unfortunately. If you take a look in your legacy, in your species tab under global unlocks, Oh, I unfortunately have them all already unlocked. You may be able to pay some credits to unlock these, and if not, it'll tell you exactly why or what you need. But hopefully that was a little useful to you. Susan? No, I already forgot your name. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Susan and Honey. And let me know if you have any further questions about that. Tactrix says, it's been so long since I played this game. Hey there, Tactrix. Hi. Oh, right. I was logging into this character for a reason. Let's go take a look at some of those questions over on YouTube. Free Quebec. Noor Al-Shalati says, could you give a quick summary for PvE content on best DPS tank heal styles? Oh, great question. Are you able to scroll up just a little bit, Noor? The list. That list is really what you want to look at. So that list is the ones with the top damage. It doesn't talk about tanker heals. Honestly, for tanker heals, there's only 3 tanks and only 3 healers, and honestly, all of them are acceptable for all types of content. In general, you often want to play, like if you're in a team, you want 2 different types of healers or 2 different types of tanks. That's not even necessary. With my current team right now, we're both playing Vanguard tank, and it's only because we want to. Because we want to, you know? And there's none of them that it's terribly inviolable, I guess you could say. There's none of them that are terrible that you shouldn't use them. So I really encourage people when they're looking to play a tank or a healer, pick the one that feels fun, you know? Yeah. Hey, do you think they'll actually bring a story update in the future? Hey, Arcady, I don't know if you're aware of the situation, but there's currently a voice actors video game strike that has been going on since June last year, so they can't really put out any story with any voice acting until that's resolved. Yeah, if you're free to play, you can't unlock the stories, unfortunately. Susan says, oh, thank you again. Awesome. Thank you. I'd love to play Twi'lek or Chiss. Oh, awesome. Fantastic, Susan. Okay, so you are looking to play those ones that aren't only cartel coins. And Susan, before you go, I'm going to send you this. This is the species guide. If you're ever trying to figure out more specifics about a specific species, so for example, Twi'lek, you can click the Twi'lek guide, scroll down just a little bit, and you'll see which ones come for free for subscribers, and it will detail, if you scroll down just a little bit more, detail exactly the 3 different ways to unlock it and exactly which options there are. Yeah, we kind of talked about AI voice acting and how that would not really work exactly because of the unions. We'd never get our existing actors ever again. 49 cents a day! 49 cents a day is a lot! I've been a little out of touch this Paz. When will the next story update happen? Yeah, so Paz, same answer to you. So let me pull that up really fast. I just made a video about this, and so maybe that'll answer quite a few questions at once. I just put this video out on YouTube. We're going to watch the first, minute of it. Oh my gosh. Considering how devastating the writer's strike was, I'm surprised that companies haven't reached an agreement with the Voice Actors Guild. So the writer's strike affected TV and movies, and that's the main reason it was having a larger impact. I don't know what the current holdup or negotiations or whatever you want to call it are for Voice Actors Union. They have not posted any info since October, so we don't know if it's like what the situation is there. We have no idea. I really wish we had more info, but I got nothing. You can't even really speculate without any shred of detail. Okay, you guys, we're gonna listen to the first minute or so of this video because it explains a lot.
Hello everyone! The Star Wars The Old Republic developers have revealed what's coming up with Update 7.6.1. Most importantly, the details about Galactic Season 8. In this video, we'll be going over everything they announced about the next update. While we don't have a date for that Update 7.6.1, we do know it will likely be coming sometime in late March. Update 7.6.1 will be including Galactic Seasons 8, which will be focused around a twist to an existing piece of content, new Basilisk droid rewards, new dynamic encounter achievements, and of course, new cartel market items. Let's start off though with talking about the story and the story delay. The developers had a goal of having a new romance date night storyline every time there was a new Galactic season, so every update that ends with a .1. Unfortunately, during the production of both the previous update, which should have included story, as well as Update 7.6.1, there is an ongoing video game voice actor strike. The developers didn't name the strike specifically, but they said in their announcement that there's still some things we're waiting on, so we're not going to be releasing a date night alongside 761. We're going to be pushing that out to a future update. Until the strike is resolved, we probably won't see any of the main storyline be added to the game, because of course the developers want us to be able to hear our characters. Here's what SAG-AFTRA, the actors union, said about the strike. SAG-AFTRA members went on strike against video game employers on July 26, 2024. The strike was called after more than 18 months of negotiations with some of the largest video game companies ended without a deal. The employers rebuffed our proposals for consent, compensation, and transparency around the use of AI, and instead have countered with loophole-filled language that negates any protections they claim to offer. While we don't have any details about exactly who negotiates with SAG-AFTRA, we do know that the SWTOR game has multiple layers. There's the SWTOR development team, they are within the studio Broadsword, and they have the publisher, EA. So, if you see any players saying, "Where's the story?" make sure to let them know there's an ongoing strike that's actually starting to affect more and more games online. Now that we covered what's not coming with a...
Okay, so I hope that answered a couple of the questions there related to where's the story, why is there no story. That pretty much sums it up. We won't see story, or at least we won't see the type of story that we like with the voice acting and stuff like that until the voice actor strike is resolved. Just so we're on the same page, I am extremely pro-union. Ridiculously so. Collective bargaining is basically the only real chip the average person has against companies with millions of dollars and stuff like that, because in the end, their job is to make money. Our job is to be treated well as people and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Kaz Riot says, I'm an author and I use AI to clone my voice for audiobooks. It's a double-edged sword. Right. I'm also not anti-AI. What I think is the problem here is that, one, they want to use established voice actors and basically taking all of their work and making it irrelevant, which I think if someone's put, like, a ton of work into their training, voice practice and stuff like that, it seems really messed up to just take it and copy it and never pay them again. And the second thing is that, very interestingly enough, part of this voice actors union negotiations is around consent. Not only to be able to say, no, do not take my likeness, my voice, and shove it in your game without my permission and payment, but also, yes, I would like to license out my voice. Let us put a contract where I can agree or not agree what my voice says and get paid fairly for it. So yeah. And I do absolutely, AI has actually been around for a long time in the form of machine learning and more basic AI. It's just only in the last few year or two that it's really like exploded in terms of publicly use and public knowledge about it. So if you guys want to see something really fun, let me open up Photoshop really fast right here. I'm going to show you something kind of crazy. So back in, like, I don't know, when was I in school? When was I a child? I don't remember. Does anyone remember what year I was a child? I've been playing Photoshop since way back in the day. Way back in the day. I'm using a slightly newer version of Photoshop, but I'm not using the newest one, which has even more AI features. So I'm going to show you something. So I took a screenshot here. 1984, perfect. It's 1984, back in the olden days. So I have this screenshot that I just took, and I opened up Photoshop, and Blizz is really freaking cramping my style with his stupid little box up here. And can use the content aware filter, and bam, it got rid of it magically. And that's literally AI. And that kind of thing has been around forever. Like, it's not by any means new. Not by any means new. But it's the way it's being used and the way it's being discussed and the way it's affecting the creative arts, especially, is where it's getting kind of weird now. Do you think we'll ever get that end of story update? Because I'll be very angry if the game shuts down because there are no more money and the story isn't concluded. The voice actors strike matters not. Hey, Andre, I'm sure they would love, all games would love to have a conclusion, whether it's text or whatever else. But SWTOR's kind of weird because, like most MMORPGs, it's a ongoing story. It's ongoing. There's not even really a beginning to the story. Yes, you start at level 1, but the story actually happens like 13 years ago before the game starts, like the Treaty of Coruscant, or in sacking of Coruscant and stuff like that. And who knows when or what the end will be, if they actually picked an end to the story. Or who knows, if the game eventually shuts down many years in the future, hopefully, would they even have time before they shut it down to wrap up a whole story and stuff like that? We don't know. We kind of just have to... That's both the joy and the terror of playing an online game, is it is never ever finished. Perks is you get to keep seeing new stuff long after the game launches. Downsides, just that's never finished. Boris says, if I buy a subscription but eventually don't buy anymore, can I still unlock the races? Hey, great question. Yeah, great question. Okay, so that's kind of a complicated one. I want to make sure I give you the right answer. What I would prefer is to send you towards the species page, so I don't have to kind of say it all again. But in short, there's 3 different ways to unlock a species. One is with cartel coins. You can do that whenever. Second is by leveling up a character of that species to level 50. And if you take a look right here, for example, the Twi'leks, subscribers can make a Jedi Knight, Jedi Consular, Smuggler, or Sith Inquisitor for free while they are subscribed. If you unsubscribe later and have that Jedi Knight Twi'lek, and while you're unsubscribed later, level them up to level 50, you will then, even if you are unsubscribed, have Twi'leks available for all your species, which is pretty cool. That's why in my subscriber tips page, things you should do while you're subscribed, if you're only subscribed for a very short time. One of them is literally create characters. That's like the very first thing on the list. And I'm gonna link you that subscriber tips, which may be even more useful to you if you wanted to bookmark it. Oh, we had a good comment from Sybil. Sybil says, in SWTOR's case, as well as the story, it isn't canon to the main timeline, so I'd feel less bad if the game just doesn't finish. I'd be sad. I'd be sad if we didn't know the fates of some of the characters here, but I guess I understand it could happen. Yeah. And yeah, Jedi Master Erudition says, I want the best of both worlds. I want to click on Nadia and talk to an AI version of her, but I want Holly Fields paid for that use and for Holly to still do our story cutscenes. And right, and so part of that is consent from the voice actor, because maybe Holly doesn't want that. Maybe Holly doesn't want an AI to be speaking with her mouth. One of the notorious things about talking to an AI chatbot is they can put it on rails and guidelines of some sort, but it just kind of says its own thing. There's been, I don't want to go into US news a bit, but there's currently a person who's been prominent in US politics who also owns an AI chatbot, and the AI chatbot will say some nasty things about them. Can you imagine what the kind of things that people might try and get AI Nadia to say? Like, oh, spicy. Yeah. Oh, the end of your character, Andre. Obviously, the end of your character is they grow old, do arts and crafts, have many, many babies or no babies, depending on your preference, and leave an amazing legacy and die in their sleep at the ripe age of 103 while watching their favorite TV show in bed. That's what happens to your character in the end. I don't even know what the canon end for a character would even be. I don't even know. Right. I had canned the end of my character. He gets shot in combat and dies. I mean, that's a solid way to go too. Like, Pat would love that. I'd love my character to be going out in battle, you know, at the ripe age of 103. Oh, fun. Look at this. JR says, there's a Discord server I kind of am in, but they have the Dread Masters in the channel, and they will randomly comment on what people have posted, and you can talk to them. Right, that's fun. Right, people play SWTOR and expect WoW. I know, I wish they had the same size of development team. Absolutely. Ronald says I need to get a second PC and get my wife to play. No, you just have to take turns. No, you have to sit, you get her to play, and you sit behind her and you yell things at her as she plays. That's how I play games with Mr. Swtorista. He does the controller and I tell him what to do. I don't know if that works well for a game like SWTOR, though. I find it doesn't work well in combat-heavy games, mostly story games. Your characters all go to purgatory and join the rest of the characters that came down as victims to the game shutting down. No! No! The Jedi Knight dies in their last story fight, and everything that comes after is just the final seconds of their neurons firing. No, I'm pretty sure the Jedi Knight died to some flesh raiders at like level 3. Everything else is just a fever dream. When my Sith dies at 100D, he will go to the afterlife ready to face everyone he sent there before him. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O! Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O! I'd love it to be something epic like Commander Thorn, but not exactly the same, so it's original. Oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be a good way to go. To be fair, the AI isn't saying it's on its own. It's just following a bunch of highly specialized and complicated algorithms. It's not capable of its own real intelligence. Right. So when you have an AI that you can actually speak to, the current AIs, basically they analyze a billion pages of text on the internet, essentially stealing every word anyone's ever said before, and trying to make sense of it and what are common replies to things and stuff like that. And then using algorithms, as you said, to poop it out. You can give it some guidelines, like, please don't be racist, even though tons of people are racist online. Like, please don't be an asshole. Oh, sorry, put it put it in the swear jar. Please don't talk about potatoes. You know, you can tell it that, but unfortunately people can totally find ways around it because it's a lot less scripted than the old chatbots we used to play with back in the day in the 90s. Swear jar! Butthole AI! Oh, nice, Keen Jacobs. You got a monolith mount? That's fun. Enchanted says, my wrath, my Sith warrior, died fighting Arkin in the time skip. Oh, rest in peace. Smuggler gets killed by Hunter. Hunter gets killed by someone else. Inquisitor gets dispowered and lives out a life in exile. Consular rebuilds Jedi as the... Oh, Grandmaster. Yeah. Trooper gets killed by Lana. Whoa. Agent dies of old age. Knight dies of old age after forcing an era of peace his apprentice carries on the mission. Who am I missing? Right. I always love the idea of potentially being able to play our own children or legacy. Not children, like children or emotional heirs. I don't know, whatever. Apprentice? Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. Okay, so take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is over on the Satil Sean server. So before we started talking about how our characters died and talking about potato, illegal, on the Satil Sean server, there is a character whose name was... hang on. There was a player who was retiring from the game. And they messaged me a while ago, and this happens sometimes often, but this person really followed through. Mythical, whose name was Mythical, and they were retiring from the game after playing for a long time, and they wanted their stuff not to go to waste. And I was like, I totally get that. I've done that in other games. I passed on my stuff before I retired. And I'm over on the Satil Sean server, and they gave me 6 billion credits. 6 billion credits. Oh, you know Mythical? Oh, you know that person? They was spelled slightly different. There was a K-U-L at the end, so maybe a different person. But they retired from the game, and they gave me so much stuff, but it's on the wrong server. It's on the wrong server, but they gave me a ton of stuff to give away. And yeah, we had to wait a while, because we had to wait a month or two to actually get it over to me using the guild system and stuff like that. But I've got to settle down and figure out what I want to do with it. I know a bunch of the money I want to put towards the collections. Getting the different weapons that I'm missing, getting the different mounts that I'm missing, getting it all in this and that, especially because I no longer have free cartel coins, you know? Protege was a good word. That's enough for one cartel market item now, right? I know, that's what I was thinking. But the problem is I'm over kind of on the wrong server. So I was wondering if I should like scour the Satil Sean server, buy the things I need, and then ferry that and the credits over. But part of the problem is there's more credits than can even fit in a character's inventory. Like there's 4 billion credits currently in the Legacy Stronghold and 2 billion in my inventory. So I'm rich beyond compare. Rich beyond my wildest dreams. That's the most credits I've ever had in my life. That is so much. So much. But I don't have... Right. I was thinking I'd have to transfer a character. But what's fun is over on Starforge, I think I have like 100 million, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong. but not enough to do any of the things that I want to do right now for the website. Satil Shot, Satil Server. Yeah, that's right. That's where all the crits are. I'm free to play, but if you have a spare milli to get a guy going, that'd be more than awesome. Hey, Spectre, what's your character name? Republic side, Starforge server. I'll send you a spare milli for sure. That's all you can hold. Probably some of it will accidentally go in escrow, but that's chump change to me. What? You can have all those things in a single character inventory. That's how you get the 7 billion Shivo. Wait, there's a 7 billion Shivo? I thought if it goes into your inventory over 4 billion, it will, like, get deleted. Oh, no, there is a warning now, which is nice. Before, it used to get deleted when you reach the 4.13 whatever billion. It used to go into outer space and never come back. I had that happen to me before when we were doing some exchanging around of stuff. But it gave me some type of warning, like you can only hold this much. Don't take out more. I'm pretty sure you can't, but if that's untrue, please correct me. I need people to help hold up your pockets. Oh my gosh, yes, I need 2 people to help hold up my change. Oh yeah. Sell my account? No, I'm busy. I'm busy with my account. I'm playing it. What we need to get Spectre's character name so we can send them a cold milli. So on this server, on my main server where I actually do everything, oh my gosh, I have about 100 million credits. However, that doesn't help me very much when let's take a look at some cartel market items I don't have. I think I've got most of the armors, but I think I need to collect some weapons. I need the fearless ones. Fearless. Weapon? So the fearless weapons, for example, I need to eventually buy the fearless Buccaneers pistol so I can take a screenshot. That's 249 million as it is, you know? As it is. Whew. That's I don't even have enough to afford that one item right here. Who just bought something? Who did that? I just saw the GTN change. Leave credits on Satil Sean just in case. Yeah, I think I might leave like 2 billion there and transfer 4 billion over, safer. The character you transfer needs to be named Scrooge McDuck. Oh my god, wouldn't that be funny? I'm trying to decide. I think I can't transfer Super Swtorista because she's too baby. Let's see, fearless. I have a fitted. Hang on, let me pull up my weapon sheet. I don't think I had a good list of what I like had and don't have. Weapons new, fearless, control F, fearless, fear. Who's on my spreadsheet? I see you. Fearless. Let's see who might have these done away. I think I also need to buy a bunch of like rare crafting materials to get some old crafting items crafted for me that I don't have. I need to find an old-fashioned crafter. Why not put the funds in a guild bank and make the purchases that way? So the funds, I think, are currently in a legacy bank, and I also technically own a guild, or have a guild that I could put credits into, but they wouldn't transfer over with me, I don't think. They just kind of have to sit there on that server unless I transfer them into my character's inventory. You can only hold 4 billion? Crazy. Jericho Snow! Oh my gosh, we switched servers. No, we gotta go back to Starforge and send Spectre of War. 1 million credits. Intezar says I can lend you some credits. Intezar, have I paid you? Have I paid you back everything? Have I paid you back? I can't remember. I think I paid you back. No! You gifted me some items, didn't you? But I never paid you for them. You just gave them to me. Oh, but now you can lord that over me forever. Do you want some credits when I transfer this over? Because I'm gonna have 4 billion credits. Actually, I'm gonna spend them all on like 3 weapons, so never mind. You can't have any. He says, yes, you have paid me back, but I'm gonna pretend that's a yes, you gave me credits. Here, let's send Spectre some random. What do we have any random items right now? Because you could probably do more than that with than 1,000,000 credits. What do we got? What do we got? I don't think I have anything in here that I could even send you. Let's buy you a baller mount. Let's get you a cool mount and send you on your way. You know what you need? I know what you need. I know what everyone needs. Bantha. Bantha. No. Ah, you get the cheapest Bantha. Here you go. That's more fun than credits anyway. Credits, you can't do a ton with them. Ah, Ron, I'm not gonna remember your Lux, but that's sweet. That's fun. I like your name, Lux Luminos. Bantha. And here's 1 credit. Ha ha! 1 credit for you. It cost me 300,000 credits just to send it. Bantha game, roll out. 2, 3. There you go. Have fun. Have fun. Don't spend it all in one candy store on penny candy there, out there in the Star Wars universe. It'll arrive in half an hour, not before then. Oh, Fasucci says I have 3 guilds that fell into my hands. Right, that can happen sometimes. Did they have any stuff in them, Fasucci? This one specifically, the player who was giving their items as they were retiring from the game, they gave me the guild. That they were using the guild literally to transfer it to me. Kira has a great questions. Great question, Kira. Kira's got their question answered about collections. Do quest gear, if you wear them, add to collections or just Cartel Market ones? Unfortunately, just Cartel Market ones. Sadly. I wish there was a system to collect questing items and like store them properly, but there is not, sadly. Let's take a look at the prices on Satil Sean. I am kind of curious there. Like, these Fearless Buccaneer items. So if I open this in... I tried to take a screenshot, but... Oh my gosh! I tried to take a screenshot, but it failed! So I kind of have to remember what the prices were, I guess, off my head. There was, like, the pistol was 249 million? Subcategory, doesn't matter. Fearless. Oh! The pistol's 215 here. But I think the other two might be more expensive. So let's buy this one here. Fearless Buccaneer pistol. Oh no. But I didn't check up the melee weapons because those ones I would need too. Because I'm totally down for saving 50 million credits. Whoa, oh, these are Fearless Buccaneer, Dual Saber. Let's just buy it. Dual Saber. But check mark. And Fearless Buccaneer, Dual Vibroblade. What I'm not sure about the lightsaber is here on Satil Sean, but it's 243 mil on Satil Sean. So maybe I should like write that down for later and compare it, question mark? So if the lightsaber is 249 mil SS for Satil Sean, and then the other ones aren't on there at all. I guess on Starforge I could wait till I transfer it over. The myth, the legend, the Swtorista, who sent you 1 credit. Fun. How do I see how much money I have across all my characters on one server? Old-fashioned writing it down? Yep. Sort of. So, is it Ian or Len? I'm sorry, I can't see very well. By the way, hang on, segue. I went and got my eyes checked. The doctor was like super fast and kind of dismissive. I have literally the lowest prescription you could possibly need. I went to the eye doctor because when I hold stuff close to my face, I can no longer see it. I can no longer help Mr. Swtorista fix his glasses with the tiny screws and the tiny screwdriver because I can't see it. And I can no longer thread a needle. And he said, you're not going to see a dramatic difference. And he kind of shooshed me out. He said, you do need glasses. Literally this one right here in both my eyes, and that's it. And he said it might not even make a difference. I don't even know if the dollar store carries this low of a prescription of glasses. So that's something on my to-do list this week, is to literally drive to the dollar store, look for 0.75 plus, see if they have it, and then probably waste $1 or whatever buying it. Okay, anyways, back to how do you see how much credits you have. So, Len or Ian, I'm so sorry. Like I said, I can't see whether it's an I or L. What I like to do with my characters, when I earn credits, when I earn more than like 500,000 credits on a character, I like to deposit them in my Legacy Stronghold storage and keep most of my credits in there. Dollar Store doesn't stock that low. What are the ones that are in driving distance? There's 99-cent store doesn't exist anymore. Damn it. There's the one that's orange. Does that one still exist, or is that one closed down too? What dollar stores even still exist? I think that there's the green one. That's Dollar Tree. Does Dollar Tree have them? I have glasses, says Fisuji. I call them HD because the world looks like standard definition without them. Family Dollar. Yeah, Family Dollar. That's the orange one, I think. Does that one still exist, or is that one not exist anymore? Dollar. Dollar General. Dollar General. Oh, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. Hang on. Dollar General is the other one. Does that one still exist? Yeah, nothing costs $1 anymore, but it'd still be cheaper than ordering them like online, you know. Oh, Darth Gumby says aging is fun. I now need readers to see anything near my face. Gumby, can I ask what's your prescription? Because that's what I can't see when I'm holding something very close and small. I cannot see it at all. It just looks like a blurry mess. Everything else, great. I can see stuff across the room, just fan-freaking-tastic. I used to have terrible vision, says Enchanted. LASIK changed my life. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it worked out, so good for you. All right. So, if the doctor was dismissive of you, I feel like you need to go back and assist you. Listen, it's an eye doctor. You give them $90, they put you in front of the screen, they flip a few slides, and, you know. He was dismissive as in it's not going to make a huge difference. Like, what am I going to say? I explained to him I can't see stuff up close. That's just what it is. Unless I'm going to get eye surgery for the lowest prescription ever. So I'm trying to figure out, like, should I go back? I guess I should go back on Starforge and compare those Fearless Buccaneer weapons and write down if maybe they're more worth it to buy there. I feel like I am missing some other weapons, but I don't know which ones. So I've been working on that lately. I just finished recently adding all the weapons to the site that I know of. Oh my gosh, Tactrix. Tactrix said, if you go to an eye doctor and they give you a bill, but you can't read it, do you have to pay it? So I went up to the counter, and like I said, it's only when I hold stuff up to my face I can't see. But I'm staring at the bill. I'm staring at the prescription that he wrote down. And I go up to the counter and I'm like, does this say whatever number? Because it's just scribbly. And I'm like, wait a second. If I needed glasses and didn't have my glasses yet, I wouldn't even be able to read this, period. What do you do? So I had a strong suspicion that going up to the counter and asking the receptionist, what does this say, is probably a pretty common occurrence. Probably a pretty common occurrence, right? We have Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and Dollar General. Okay, I always get Family Dollar and Dollar General confused in my head, even though they're two totally different things. Where else could I go pick up some reading glasses? I guess I could go to Wally World. I bet Target has them too. I've never looked for them before, so I've never paid attention. I wanted to go to Dollar Store because, you know, cheaper. Dark Dummy says I'm using 1.5 readers. Okay, cool. So you're not that far off than what I have. Doctors can't write. eBay? I paid more for the shipping than I would at the Dollar Store. But there's so many cute glasses online. Okay, so I want to hang on, Fearless, and then we'll look at the ranged weapons here. So the sniper rifle we didn't even see over on the other server. Oh, I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it because I don't have the credits here yet. 75 mil SF. And we see the blaster rifle is 177. And we see the assault cannon is 125. Wait, what did I write? I wrote this in the wrong spot. I see. I wish I had the credits right now on Starforge. I would buy them right now. And the other one we see is the Buccaneer pistol, where we did save 24 million credits, so that's nice. I buy reading glasses in bulk. Cheap crap I don't need to worry about. That's my idea, Kane Jacob, was I wanted to buy readers from the dollar store because I'm probably going to smash them anyway. Gumby says, I got 4-pack of readers from Amazon for like 20 bucks. Yeah, that was the other suggestion I saw was go to Costco. You can buy a pack of 4 for inexpensively. But I only need 1 right now. Like, I barely even need 1, period. I had a dream last night, though. I was helping an art teacher fix their glasses. Directly because of all of this. I often dream about things that are on my mind. Do you need a loan, Swtorista? I can be your sugar mama. No, thank you. I'll just wait till I transfer the character over. But thank you so much for offering to be my sugar mama, as you say. Guess what, says Winter? Can I not guess and you just tell me and I'd be excited for whatever it is? I like that plan better. Walgreens or CVS. Oh, good suggestions. I could totally go there. But oh my gosh. Oh. That was not what I was guessing. Hey there, Winter and friends. Hi, everybody. Hey for coming in. We're honestly just futzing around today. We're not really even doing anything specific. We were looking at characters on other servers and looking at my stash of stuff over there. JR says, you scattered Costco, get them. Oh, nice. You scatter them all over the place so you don't need to carry or look for them. That's actually a really good idea. Taz says, I'm the opposite. I'm nearsighted. My vision is 20/80. So you can see things. You can see things up close, but not far away. Far away, I can see like miles into the distance. Like I can see the individual leaves on a tree way like a block away. Which I'm very happy. I've had 20/20 vision most of my life. It's like the only thing in my body that isn't slightly messed up. You know what I'm making last night? Last night, I was making a... So I've been going to physiotherapy. Hang on. What's your feet? Orthopedic wedge pillow. Orthopedic wedge pillow. They gave me one of these to put under my feet. No, I want like the professional ones. Like the ones with the weird little expensive ones. For an actual office supplies. Here we go. This thing. They gave me one of these. And I was like, holy crap. Oh, put that in a swear jar. This is the most comfy thing I've ever had in my life. Why? Where do you buy one of these? And she was like, you can get them on Amazon, but they're super expensive. So I was trying to make one of those last night for myself so I can sleep better. Oh, hey there, Trek. Hey, over on this side. Those are good? Yeah. And I'm making one out of leftover pillows and leftover foam that I have from other projects. And last night, I was also making a... heating rice pad because they had one that was a specific shape, not just a long line that I'm making too. Oh, you have one of those? A heated pad or a wedge? Yes, giant cheese wedge for sleeping. So Mr. Swtorista is gonna like come home tonight and be like, what's up with you? Why do you look like you're a hospital patient with your legs all up and a giant heating pad and mask over your eyes? And they're not that expensive. It's only like $20. No. You can buy the little pillows. You can buy the little pillows on Amazon. Absolutely. But this one was like super big and super sturdy. It just, oh my God. It was not the kind that you buy on Amazon for 20 bucks. That's all I know. I tried to make a little wedge pillow, like a $20 version. That was not cutting it. I want to sit on the couch like this. I want to be like absolute. You have a wedge pillow. That's awesome. You got a giant cheese wedge for sleeping. That's as it should be. Okay, so oh yeah. Sorry, I was onto something. So on the website right now, I'm collecting weapons. So I've been working on the assault cannon weapons, and I'm very happy to say that I have the partial automation completed. So when I upload a big batch of images, as long as they're named correctly, I just upload them all to one. Why does it need to be sturdy? Do you turn into a horse and kick the pillow in your sleep? That's part of the problem. Oh my gosh, I found out something fun the other day when I was researching. Why can't I sit like a normal human being? I say as I'm sitting with my knees up right now, because I've been hurting my shoulders from doing this, but this is the most comfortable position. I was trying to figure out like why, and I found out. Have you guys ever heard of this? I wouldn't recommend doing this test because it's technically not good for you. What is the Baton score? Baton score. I found out there's this little, there's a common, people often sit like this or sit weird if they have ADHD. It's very common for them to go squiggle all over the place. Hey, Martok, hey there. Or, interestingly enough, Ehlers, I don't know how to say it properly, I apologize. Ehlers-Danlos, which is a loosey-goosey ligaments syndrome, often sit like this because it helps provide stability. And one of the ways they test for Ehlers-Danlos, which I'm pretty sure I don't have because I don't have any of the other symptoms, but hypermobility is a separate, like, singular symptom, and there's like a little test for it called the Baton scoring system. I don't know if I want to do it on stream, but oh no, I pressed the wrong button. But there's this little test that you can do, and it's like, how many of these can you do? You get 1 point for each thing. And I was going through it, and I only couldn't do one of them. I had like a 9 out of 10 just doing it by myself. I was like, oh, I didn't know that wasn't normal. But I'm so bendy. Have a good one, Enchanted. Sleep well. Fetal position. For me, it just feels better supported. And I think it like shoves me back into my seat better, which is why I'm doing it. Oh, Jedi Erudition says regarding shoulder and body aches, I recommend joining Jiangshu Red Note. They have countless elders sharing acupuncture and herbal secrets for all sorts of ailments. Oh, that's such a sweet suggestion. Thank you so much. Yeah, acupuncture is definitely one of the things has come up as a potential thing that could help with that. I'm working on stretching and stuff. For stretching and exercising more, it has been helping a lot. Yoga people. Surprisingly, interestingly, if you have Ehlers-Danlos, if you have stretchy ligaments, yoga's not actually very recommended, at least not standard yoga, because you don't want to make things go more backwards than they're supposed to go. It causes stress on your joints that you don't need. This is the only one I can't do. This is the only one I can't do is touch the ground with my hands. That was hard. So I saw a really, 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 really funny tip. You sit like I do at my desk. Please be careful. Please be careful because it causes a lot of strain here because it causes you to bend forward. So if you have a desk job, please be aware. It's very important to not, like, this is not good for me right now, but it's what my body says that's where it needs to go. So I found a very weird Reddit comment tip. And it was in a thread about people with Ehlers-Danlos sitting weird in chairs. Like I said, I probably don't have that. I don't have any of the other symptoms. Oh, Verity says my kiddo and me both have EDS. We sit in all the odd positions. Yeah, I was reading about how some of the reasons people are prone to sit in those weird positions is because it provides stability that your joints don't provide very well to start with. LOL. And to create a pillar of support, and also something about your joints are happiest and most comfortable when either fully relaxed or fully extended. Yeah, I'm working a lot about I don't want to do calisthenics. I don't know what that is, but I've heard about that in The Simpsons and it doesn't seem fun. But I'm doing a lot more stretching and a lot more back exercises and arm and chest exercises. And it does seem to be helping, which is awesome. So one really weird tip that I saw in the Reddit comments was they found putting a belt around their thighs really helped them. Not enough to hurt or to be cutting off circulation, but just to keep them together. And I was like, holy crap! What? Put another one in the swear jar. I'm so sorry. This is a day. So I went and grabbed like a ribbon. This is like a Disneyland ribbon. And I was like, wait, does it actually help? And like tie it around very gently. Calentor is better than Calenthetics. Oh my god, that was horrible. This is tied around like right here. Very gentle, very gentle. And it actually helped a ton. And I didn't realize it before, but my legs are naturally like bland and they fall apart. And I was like, oh my god, this is the first time I could sit like a normal person for more than like 10 minutes. Oh crap, it's not a swear. I can say it all I want. Wonderful. Chai gong stretching. I will give a Google for that one for sure. Thank you. Yeah, isn't that weird? That's the only place I saw that suggestion too. I'm gonna make a thicker strap and I'm gonna give myself some Velcro because this isn't quite the right way. Look, once again, look at how I'm sitting. This is without even thinking. This is like this is what I'm sorry for the screech. This is the way that my body wants to be. So I did actually have a really wonderful you don't need to see my legs. I had this really wonderful appointment. It was a paid appointment because when I talked to my doctor about getting physiotherapy, that's a Disney princess riding a carpet position. Oh my god, it totally is. I've never seen anyone else sit like that though. I thought it was weird. You are weird, Luna. You are weird, but it is not uncommon with people who have either ADHD, and I think the theory behind that one is it provides stimulation that sitting other ways might not. For EDS, it provides, or hypermobility, it provides support that other positions don't. And lastly, it may not be something you want to hear, but strengthening your core here will actually help a lot. I haven't done that yet because I'm scaredy poo-poo and lazy also. But my doctor, I know I need to fix my computer setup. I've done my best to research it, but a lot of the research doesn't physically fit the shape of my body. Like, I'm small, like I'm tiny, like I can't get all these 90-degree angles that people are suggesting. Like, it's literally, my hands are gonna be under my legs if I do that. I'm small, and here's single leg tucker. Right, that's the other good way to sit. It's like this, right? Like this, or like this, or like this, or like just not normal. Just not normal. The problem is all of those ways, they make your spine not straight when you're sitting, so they're not actually good for you, unfortunately. So I asked my doctor, will the physiotherapist have anyone, or does our medical coverage have any have a standing desk? I do. NB says, I feel called out. I do have a standing desk. Farewell forever. It was so nice to see you. Yeah, so I got it so mainly not to stand because that seems exhausting. But I got it so I could sit in all these weird positions and raise and lower the keyboard more easily was the main reason. And that seems to help for that. And I don't think it was worth the price for that. A better chair would do wonders. The chair you're sitting on is a nightmare for your back. So Martuk, I did a bunch of research into ergonomic stuff. This is actually a Steelcase Criterion, which is actually generally considered pretty okay without being $1,000. That's the problem. Most ergonomic proper chairs are like 800 to 1,000. Oh my god. I don't got that kind of cash right now. When I'm sitting properly, this seems to be okay for my back. But if you have any suggestions, please do share more information. But that was my main hinder, is that a lot of the most customizable chairs are very expensive. And second, because I am tiny, I'm 5'4", I'm average height for a woman. But that's smaller than the average computer user, because that would be a mister. Herman Millers, yeah, Herman Millers are like $2K. Oh my god, that's the Porsche of chairs, though. You know, sitting donuts. The hell is a sitting donut? What is a sitting donut? I need to look that up because that sounds so dumb. What is that? Isn't that what you sit on when you have problems? And you need relief? Oh, I see. So that's the same. It's like an ergonomic pillow. Got it. Rather than spending a lot of money on expensive furniture, I'm looking into investing into becoming a cyborg. Oh my god, I've told Mr. SWTORista that if the chance ever comes up for me to become a cyborg instead of a human, I'm so sorry. I'm taking it. He better say goodbye to my warm human flesh, because I'm going full cyborg. Going full cyborg. You could try a ball chair. That's also been suggested, yeah, for moving around in different positions and stuff. I found sitting in an Asian squat is way more comfortable. Hang on. What's the proper term for that? And what kind of squat is that? I have like 5 different squats. Oh, okay. Wait a sec. Is this different than what am I looking at here? Hang on. Are these different, or are these the same type of squat? I think they are the same. Yeah, squat. Yeah, absolutely. Very comfortable. I also sit like this, absolutely. This one's very bad for the back when using the computer unless all the way squished in. This is how my knees are screaming no. Yes! I gotta lose my knees soon enough. Okay, so I talked to Ergomage and made an appointment with her, and she was very smart. She helped me figure out that my computer screen was actually way, way, way too low by like this much for the way that I play. And she said, send me some videos of you doing what you do regularly. And she saw, because I'm playing, Britt Wolf says that looks bad for you. No, it's great. I feel very comfortable right now. Taz says $1,000 for a chair. I can buy a used motorcycle for that. Yes, they're quite expensive, mainly because they got lots of bits and pieces, but mainly because people buy them because they work. They use the chair for work. So like a programmer would buy the expensive chair because they're in the chair all day doing programming, you know? Squad is so comfortable. It's so nice on my back. That's how I do arts and crafts on the floor. Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have Googled this. We got lucky. No, we have safe search on. We're fine. We're good. Yeah, squat's absolutely, absolutely comfy. My knees are too old for that. Not quite there yet, right? I'm going to be complaining later or not. I believe, says Martek, if you have a Lowe's hardware, you can go to the website. They have inexpensive gaming chairs with great back support. Interesting. Interesting, Martek. I've never seen anyone suggest go get a gaming chair on Lowe's. That's funny. It's definitely an interesting one. Thanks for the suggestion. I tune in, says Britt Wolf, when we're buying butt pillows. Okay, so, but I really wanted to recommend, if you have some money that you want to spend on an occupational therapist, Ergomage gave me the coolest thing. It was a paid appointment, a 50-minute consultation for free, and then to see if she can help you or not, and then a 1-hour consultation where you sit down and go through everything, and then she sends you a huge PDF at the end. And I super recommend the version with the PDF because she sent me a whole bunch of like pictures of the way I'm sitting and things I can adjust. So she noticed should raise my computer screen because all of the recommendations say align your eyes with the top of your computer screen if you just like Google it. But important, and this is why you can't always just follow the basic recommendations and why they won't always work and why it's awesome to talk to somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. She said, I see you looking down at the bottom half of your screen a lot. What are you looking at? It's uncommon. I said, oh, that's when I'm playing video game. I'm looking at the bottom of my screen because that's where my abilities are. And I'm a clicker, so I have to look at them. And so she said, try raising your computer screen even more so you're more aligned with the middle of the screen. So my computer screen is like stupid high right now. I don't know if you can even see it. So my camera sits up here. My camera sits on the top of my computer is like downward. So the other option was instead of raising my computer, I could also, of course, raise the abilities up. And that would also really, really help. Lumbar pillow. Mine is lumbar support, adjustable neck support, adjustable backrest. It's actually really nice. That's awesome. Do you, Martok? I doubt you remember, but if you remember what type it is, I'd love to Google it later. I do a middle of the screen because I play so many MMOs. It helps, right? And I that didn't even come up on my radar after hours of research. Did not even come up. I also got this chair specifically. I have another chair. I have a chair. Sorry about my messy room. It's not that messy. I have this chair over here, and that's the one I've been using the whole time, and it's good because it let me sit in all those weird positions without too much hindrance. But can you guys? I don't know. Hopefully my camera won't fall off. When sitting flat on the floor, my feet couldn't reach the floor, even in the lowest position. Yeah, I need to figure out the camera, but I really like face on. I don't really I like it facing forward. Feels personal. JR says, I've realized that spending money on things that you use often are worth it. Yeah, and that's why I'm investing a little more into my setup. I'm still not dropping $1,000, but I'm working on it, you know. So my chair, I couldn't actually reach the floor and sit that 90. I can't do it well because I'm stupid headphones. Here we go. I couldn't get that 90 degrees because my feet couldn't reach the floor even in the smallest position. So this chair, this is a Steelcase Criterion. It's often used in schools and workplaces and stuff like that because it does have at least 4 or 5 different adjustments, and it actually went low enough. And I actually bought one. I got it used, and it's Swtorista, and I got it used, and I got a second-hand big and tall one from Mr. Swtorista. I've got to give it a cleaning. I've got to give it a scrub down. And I'm going to give it a new cover. But I got it really cheap, so I was very happy about that. Yeah, eyes at the top. Yeah, so That's what they generally say, like if you look up guides and stuff like that. So this chair I got, and it actually had armrests up until recently. I don't know how well you guys can see. I've got a pair of slippers down there, a bath on the chair, but that weird bendy black thing is the Furpine. Thank you. That's going straight toward the ergonomics fund. Thank you very much. That was actually the armrests, and I realized the armrests just weren't working with where I wanted my arms to be when typing and working. So I unscrewed them yesterday. I was like, "You're gone. I'm gonna and I also realized that the desk, the wonderful standing desk, the totally adjustable desk that I have didn't go low enough for my feet to be on the floor and for me to have a good angle for my keyboard. So I also took a piece of wood and clamped it for my keyboard. So Luna, I don't know if armrests are good or bad, and I don't know the parameters for them being good or bad for an individual person. But yeah, do some Googling on it. Just do some Googling on it first. Don't remove it just because I removed it. That was just more like, where is my body most at rest? And the answer was not all the way out on the armrest. I'm very short, and they just seem in the way. Right. So I brought this up to Ergomage, and I was like, I can't quite get them adjusted. They keep banging into my keyboard tray, even though my keyboard tray is in the right spot. And she's like, that's a steel case criterion, right? You can take them off. Oh, you're 5'1", so you're even shorter than average. So yeah, you're 5 feet flat. Itty bitty. Sorry. Oh, Swtorista, contain yourself and love a tiny woman. Definitely just flip. Yeah, it's very hard to find a chair. So this criterion, I got it used. You might be able to find them used. But I had a hard time finding anything that even at 5'4" was a good fit for height. This one goes a little bit lower, but I'm not even sure it would go for 5 foot. It might be very difficult to find a chair, period. But yeah, you're supposed to have your knees 90 degrees. But then you have to convince yourself to actually sit like that. Yes! Facebook Marketplace, absolutely. And a Herman Miller. Herman Miller is like I said, the Porsche of chairs. And the reason I didn't want to buy a Herman Miller used was if it didn't fit, I would still be out like, $500 even buying it used, and I couldn't return it if I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace. There'd be no real way to test it out except going to the person's house, some weirdo, and sitting in their chair and hoping for the best that it works long time. Luna says, I ended up having to buy tiny casters for a child's chair and popping them onto my current chair to make it go low enough. Hell yeah! Good job, Luna. I don't know if any of these would be good for you, but when I was looking for smaller chairs, one of the places I was looking at was actually IKEA, because they have they had office chairs with the casters for kids, and they weren't too expensive. I don't remember how I found them or how you search for them, but there was this one. This one might be too small for you. This is the one I originally really wanted because it had the little footy stool. But it unfortunately was way too small for me. That one might still be too small for you, but the general idea is that IKEA does have some kids stools, and they have this. Oh, this one's new. They didn't have this one last time. This one's a bit expensive, but yeah, it might be a little more adjustable for you. It's so cute, right? I like the little footy stool. That's what I originally thought I needed until I realized I could just get a chair that actually goes low enough to start with. So, yeah, what was the other suggestions Ergomage gave me? For my specific thing, she said, raise your monitor. Bring your monitor closer. Your monitor is way too far away, so now my monitor is practically in my face where it belongs. Oh, your last chair was a child's rolling desk chair from Staples. Hey, whatever fits. Buddy, I sometimes shop in the kids section for clothes just because that's the smallest woman's size is sometimes too big. So don't even. Is Swtorista looking for a new chair? No, I'm just talking about chair. I'm showing Luna, who's also tiny. So shit. So she said, bring it closer, put it higher. You can see if you can take off the arms of your chair, which I did. What's the other one? Oh, get a footrest, but I'm not having a lot of luck with that. I guess I'm too wiggly. I think that was it. And of course, you don't believe me. Leave me alone. And of course, keep up with the stretching and the exercise, and strengthening muscles will always be a good thing. Never going to be a bad thing, always going to be good. So what I've been working on lately, going off the chair topic, I'm so sorry. This is my special interest right now. Closer, higher, faster, stronger. Plus I can punch the screen now. It's close enough that I can do that. So I'm working on the weapons part of the website. I have uploaded at least 100 blaster cannons right now, if not possibly more. And I still have a bunch to go earn and stuff like that, but I'm having kind of a hard time figuring out, like, what do I need? What do I not need? Apparently I wrote down that I had this one, but I can't find it anywhere. There's a bunch of crafted ones that I need that I don't have the crafting schematics for, like IOCath MK11 or Gemini MK4 assault cannon. How do I go about even finding people to craft those for me, because they're so weird? What's a frick onslaught assault cannon? Where the frick do I get that? The Coma says, hi everyone, I was wondering what cartel market item would you recommend to buy to sell on GTN? It's worth a lot of credits and sell fairly easily. Hey, great question. Oh, Giacomo, not glaucoma. Giacomo Jack. Oh my gosh, we were talking about eyes earlier. I'm so sorry. Every now and then I see people asking about companion outfits, aka the original companions. Oh, what do you see them asking about? Vicodin says there's a Herman Miller retail store in Los Angeles that you can try out the chairs and try and buy them using Facebook Marketplace. Right? I was super considering doing a day trip of that, for sure. Really thinking about it. Spartak says footrests are really nice when combined with a good chair. Yes, yes. So footrests are kind of a really important thing, especially if your feet don't reach the floor very easily to start with. We had a nice comment from Sybil. I'm scared to commit to this game because I'm worried the late game will disappoint me. Yeah, Sybil, that's gonna be a super up to you thing. Sybil, are you mostly looking to play solo content, or are you looking to play group content? And what other games have you played to compare it to, I guess? So what was I looking up? I was looking up, oh yeah, items to sell on the cartel market, right? Or items that sell on the cartel market that you can resell. So in general, if you're not looking to like closely monitor the market or anything like that, a master's datacron is often the most recommended one. However, I will say, just yesterday it was on sale for half price. Oh, I love my stronghold too. We decorated it. We were doing a cooking show one day. So this is my little kitchen, and I left it up because it's super cute. Ignore the giant pile of gold and money there. That's unrelated. And ignore the fact that this is closed off. I didn't want anybody running around my house. So it was on sale recently, so it might not be a good deal right now. That's the general go-to. So the second, I'm pretty sure I have a guide about this. Let me pull it up really fast. Because if I have a guide, that would certainly make things a lot more concise than me wandering around. Let's see. Cartel coins, yeah, I do. Okay, I didn't give specific suggestions. So the Master Datacron was kind of a common one. Ones that sell pretty well and pretty quickly and easily are the dies. Even better, they've been on half price sale for a while now, so the prices are going to be pretty stable. Like if I look up the metallic and black dies. So metallic, let's just search metallic black and see what comes up. Metallic, like it. So matte black and metallic black die module is 1 million credits basically for 875 cartel coins. So that's probably a pretty quick and easy one. Tour Fashion's gone, so how do I figure out how the outfits look when you leave the starting planet with your new companion? I don't know. I archived it from Tour Fashion, but I keep forgetting to go and find the guide and put it somewhere that's easier to find on Google. So the metallic dyes are probably pretty easy, especially any that have black in them. What else? Probably the newest armor sets in the list. Like the first page of the armor page might be some pretty good ones. Like if I look up Dark Harbinger. But if you're just looking for quick and easy, I'd go for those metallic dyes. So you see the Dark Harbinger set, but even that requires a little bit of playing the GTN. Because you'll notice some people listed the individual pieces and some people listed the entire set as a box. And you kind of have to decide how you want to do it. That's 100 million, not 1 million? What did I say? Did I say a million? If so, I'm dumb. 100 million. But unfortunately, getting the best bang for your buck really does require a bit of research. Another way, if you're willing to wait a while, is to take a look at the how do I get to like the main page with the sale of the day? I can't figure it out. Oh, this is the sale of the day. Oh, I see, it's half price. Is to take a look at the sale of... Did the sale of the day change since we did it this morning? Or am I just going crazy and I forgot? I think I just forgot since then. I'm so sorry. Taking a look at the sale of the day, which resets every day. And sometimes you can find a good deal there for cheaper and then hold on to it for a week or two and then sell it. Imperial Commando is selling for an absurd amount for whatever reason. Because it's cool, probably. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. There's not like a standard item. You kind of just have to look them up. So this one is 1,900 cartel coins. And if I look it up, supply and demand, baby. Just means more people want it and less people are selling it. It's selling for 280 million. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty decent amount. And there's no individual pieces right now. Only full set. Wow, thanks for the suggestions, Ikon. Yeah, so you just kind of have to go and check. Oh, thank you, Martok. I'm pulling that up a notepad real fast here. Got it. Thank you. Cool. I find my character renames sell pretty consistently as well. Ah, there's a real nice niche one, but you may have to wait to sell it because you're obviously waiting for someone to actually buy it. How much do those sell for? So there are 1,000 cartel coins on the cartel market. And if I search rename here, what do they sell for? Character rename token, about 100 million credits. Yeah, that's not bad at all there. That's about the same price as the Imperial Commando set there. What? It has a massage feature? What the heck? If you really want some money, you can remove the coal pile from your kitchen. I think this is a good spot to end the stream. Yeah, I used to have so many cartel coins, but I obviously spent them. So I think this is a good place to end the day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and playing Star Wars: The Old Republic with me. There wasn't a lot of playing today because I never decided what I wanted to do. I just went around and talked about my characters and stuff like that, which I honestly love. I honestly like derping around a bunch with you guys. It's very fun to hang out with y'all. Thank you so much for joining me here. We're here every weekday morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific. Tomorrow I'll probably actually play something. LOL. We're gonna go see who else is playing Star Wars: The Old Republic right now. Our friend Kitty Kisses is playing, so we're gonna go say hi on Twitch. For those of you on YouTube, have fun and have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Go make some credits. Go get some cartel coins. Oh, yeah. Bye. See ya. Have a good one. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Love it. See ya.